The number one way to inspire change in someone's life is by sharing your story. Imagine if your story was the one in a million that someone desperately needs to hear. I'm Devin Schubert, and I'm on a mission to share 1 million stories across social media. And I want your story. It's time to take your story to the stage. And now, here's one of those stories.
I was sitting at my desk, headset on, staring at the screen at a telemarketing job that I dreaded. As the phone was in queue for the next call, I remember thinking, is this all that I've amounted to? I thought, I've done the right things. I went to church, tried to be a nice person, got good grades, but I just didn't feel good, and I felt stuck. I had always been told that I was gifted, and because I was good at math and science, everyone thought I was going places. But the jobs that I found after graduating didn't reflect that. They were low-paying, uninspiring, and honestly, morally degrading. I wasn't just dealing with professional disappointment. I was also fighting an internal battle. I was asking, why does checking off all the boxes leave me empty? I tried everything people told me would help. Inspirational talks, self-help articles, sermons, therapy, medications, but nothing clicked. And that frustration bled into every part of my life. My confidence, my productivity, even my health. And for a while, I almost gave up completely on my dreams, on my future, on myself. Before I go any further, I want to mention that I'll be touching on a personal mental health crisis. I'll keep it short and focus on the hope and recovery, but I realize it can be sensitive for some. When nothing was working, not prayer, not pep talks, not the meds, I hit rock bottom. The stress, the disappointment, the hopelessness, it all piled up until one day I tried to end my life. My husband came home though, and he found me, rushed me to the ER, where they brought me back to life. I didn't know it then, but that horrible day was about to be the start of a completely different chapter for me. And you may think that after something like that, I wake up in the hospital bed and suddenly have all the answers. Nope. I was clueless. Same problems, same confusion, same me. Just alive. But a tiny shift happened when I least expected it. Trying to cope, I started doing things that my grandma wouldn't approve of. I was out at a ladies' night once, not doing anything profound, just dancing, laughing, letting my hair down for once. And right there in the middle of that mess, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. A spark, a flicker of joy. For the first time ever, I felt alive. Not a put on a front, pretend I'm fine, happy, just a raw, simple, oh, this is what life can feel like, kind of happy. And you bet I wanted more of it. That tiny spark got me paying attention. What else? What else can make me feel lighter? And it turns out it was some simple things, like sitting in the sun, taking walks with my husband, breathing deep, laughing at silly things. Things that not only felt good, but actually were good for me. And later, while I was researching for my first book, I began learning the science behind it. These happy hormones, which you can remember by the acronym DOSE. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. DOSE. DOSE. And when I learned how to activate those happy hormones intentionally and in healthy ways, everything began to shift. My mind was clearer. I bounced back faster when things weren't ideal. I started showing up better for my marriage, my family, for others, even for myself. I also completed my bachelor's and then went to graduate school. I became productive with peace, not pressure. And today I'm an author 4 times over and a Christian business coach, helping other high-achieving women fulfill their calling. And here's what I've learned. Joy is not fluff. It's fuel. When you learn how to activate your internal dose of joy in healthy ways, you think clearer, you communicate better, you lead stronger, your stress tolerance goes up, and yes, so does your performance and productivity. You don't just show up, you shine in business, in relationships, even when the seasons are less than optimal. When you make joy a non-negotiable in your day, things start flowing smoother. So, here's my challenge to you. Do a dose chicken every day. Ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to activate my healthy dose? And here's 4 ideas you can try right away. For dopamine, you can celebrate a win, no matter how small. For oxytocin, send a genuine, unexpected thank you text to a colleague, client, a friend. For serotonin, step outside for a few minutes during your workday. Take in the sunlight. For endorphins, take the elevator instead of stairs. Or do some light stretching between meetings. Whatever you choose, the key is intentionality. Your body is already designed to make these happy chemicals. But in today's busy, stressed out world, we have to give it the right conditions to do its job. Movement, connection, sunlight, real food. Otherwise, it's like having this whiz-bang, state-of-the-art app in your phone, but never using it. Whether you're running a business, leading a team, volunteering in the community, or juggling all 3, you can't give your best when you haven't primed your joy bank. Good news is, joy isn't something you have to go and find. It's already built into you. Your body is literally wired with the ability to generate it. You just have to activate it. So as you walk out of here, ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to feel more alive? And check that box. Your daily dose of happy.